whites are involved in their genetic survival, and they are threatened by black male masculinity, then it will occur, I have to reduce his masculinity. Yeah, we just recently had the president at Morehouse have to say the male students cannot wear high heel shoes and dresses and carry purses. So something is happening, again, within the total context of a system of racism and white supremacy. Neely Fuller, who wrote the textbook for victims of racism a number of years ago, in the late mid-70s, he used to say in the system, because he was the first person to talk about racism as a system, and he said that as the system of racism and white supremacy moves on, the system is going to have black men wearing dresses. Now, to hear that in the 70s, people said, oh, this is way out. And here we are. You see, there's some black pediatricians who are saying we are developing epidemic levels of the effeminization of young black males. Well, I say the pants sagging down is just subconscious invitation for homosexuality. You see, it's revealing the buttocks. See, so the pants are getting lower and lower and lower. The next step is to step out of the pants altogether. And so you step out of the pants, you're going to put on a dress. The effeminization is an essential ingredient of white genetic survival, and the only thing that can prevent it is black people becoming conscious or becoming determined that this is not going to happen to them, because if the black men are destroyed, then the black people are gone, and we have the state of genocide.
It's like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them and down like, wow, these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on. And, what? As a prostitute? No, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave. Listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in. He said, I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't need to wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally he's like, and he leaves. And then, like, the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress. What is wrong? What is this, Brokeback Mountain in here? So then, wear the dress. I don't want to wear the dress. I want to wear this dress. You know what I mean? This is, oh, gosh, this guy's so difficult. They leave. Now the producers comes, come on, David, would be so great. I mean, and then I started thinking about it. All the comics that I've seen, man, you know, strong brothers, why they be putting us in these dresses? But the minute it was clear, I was adamant, I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine. Think of something else. That comes back 10 minutes later. The whole new scene. Hot damn, how did you write the scene so fast? You know, it's like, so you got to take a stand.
Good morning, my faithful, loyal YouTube subscribers. Today it is Saturday, November 3rd. The year is 2018. A friend of mine sent me that video, and he wanted me to see this video he found on the internet. And in that video, it talks about the de-emasculation of black men. So I'm looking at this shit thinking, okay. Something is wrong when black folks are so worried about a man wearing a fucking dress. When niggas out here getting shot and killed every goddamn night. I lived in Atlanta for 30 years. I've lived in Gary, Indiana. We used to go over to Chicago. I grew up in Michigan. We would spend summers in Detroit. I visited New York, Washington, D.C. before Washington, D.C. was the city that it is today. Washington, D.C. used to be a very horrible city. Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Miami. So over the years, I've seen a lot of black neighborhoods. I'm 48. I can assure you all that in my travels, I have not seen a bunch of men walking around in dresses and high heels in these black areas. What I have seen, a bunch of niggas with tattoos all over their face, pants looking like a fucking mess, can barely talk English when they've been in America all their lives, born and raised in the United States, but you can't even understand a word that they're saying. You say you have to ask yourself, what did you say? I used to go up to go parts. Something is very strange about black America when we focus so much on the wrong shit. All you got to do is turn on your TV. Or you ain't even got to turn on your TV. Drive through these hood rat neighborhoods like I do on a regular basis. And you see these niggas standing on street corners. They don't have to be dressing high heels on. And they will kill your fucking ass. Every day here in Atlanta, every day I wake up, somebody was shot and killed. And this person was shot and killed. And that person was shot and killed. Then you return the news, and in Chicago, we had 20 shootings over the weekend. Something's wrong with our community. We're more concerned about gays and the demasculation and transgender. The one woman, she said at a point, she said that Morehouse was complaining about the students showing up there. What she was referring to is transgender students who were signing up to go to Morehouse under the impression that they would be able to go there and live their lives freely. But the niggas were so ignorant over there at Morehouse and didn't understand that these were transgender students. And maybe they should have just said up front, we don't want transgender students here. Spelman accepts transgender students in their schools. I don't know what the deal is going on with Morehouse now. But Morehouse should have just, because a transgender student, instead of going to expensive ass Morehouse, getting a fucked up ass education, they go right over to Georgia State University, where they'll be welcomed with open arms and get a degree they might be able to do something with. You know? Fuck Morehouse. Morehouse is a school that used to be great. It ain't no more. Wake up, niggas. So I look at these people complaining about niggas, the de-emasculation. Okay. Let me just kind of calm down a second, because I don't want this to be a rant video. Yeah, I moved here in 1989. Atlanta was a horrible city. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. This place was terrible. They had housing projects all over the city, and it was terrible. So Atlanta, and I never really knew this until a few years ago, but Atlanta it was a city that Atlanta had a high amount of housing projects in the city of Atlanta. And for urban city, and for what I read, it had the highest amount, one of the highest amounts of housing projects in an urban city was right here in Atlanta. So Atlanta began the process of shifting, but they didn't know, they didn't realize it. They decided we're going to tear down the housing projects and build something different. So where did the people who lived in the housing projects go? Where did they go to? Well, they just moved out to the suburbs. They went to Clayton County. Oh my God, you drive out to the Clayton County. You'd be wishing to see you saw a man with some high heels on and a dress walking through that community. All you're going to see is a bunch of hood, rat, deadly niggas who will kill your fucking ass out there. Run out to the Clayton County. It is horrible. It is horrible. Clayton County, they moved out to Douglasville. They moved into DeKalb in record numbers. They are now in Gwinnett, certain parts of Cobb. They just moved out into the suburbs, while the white folks came back into the city and took over the housing projects. So in some of these housing projects, in some of these communities that were housing projects, you can now buy a $500,000 house. I wouldn't buy that $500,000 house, but white folks buy them every day. Right over in what's now known as West Midtown. We used to be, oh my God, it was horrible over there. But now it's West Midtown. And people moving in, and they're buying houses. And I've seen communities pop up and like, damn, whoa. But these are areas that were once horrible. The people didn't die. They just moved somewhere else and took their horribleness with them. They took the deadly niggas, just moved someplace else. I don't know, maybe black folks are living in a fantasy world. And then they see this video and they try to blame this on white people. White folks, white racism is why men are wearing dresses. And I'm thinking, how is this? What do they have to do with transgender men and women? How are white people responsible for black transgender men and women? And let me tell y'all something. I'm from Gary, Indiana. I was born in 1970. And guess what I saw as a kid in Gary, Indiana? Transgender men and women back in the 70s. This ain't something new. They've been around forever. What is wrong with black folks? In the 1970s, in Gary, Indiana, I remember seeing transgender men, but they wouldn't call that back then. I think we could call drag queens, or I don't even think they were called drag queens. They might have been called transvestites. I don't know what the terminology was, but there were several that lived on my street in Gary, Indiana. And they would walk around in women's clothing. They were men who dressed like women. This was back in the 70s. This ain't new. I remember this as a child. So I'm thinking about to myself, okay, this is why, y'all, I love being black, but I don't like being around a lot of ignorance. That video was ignorance. That woman sitting there, she sounds educated and smart, but she's stupid as fucking hell. I'd rather she address the daily nigga shit that's going on in our communities. And I'm not worried about a man in a high heels dress. That doesn't concern me. Because when I drive through these communities, and here in Atlanta, I don't see very much unless I go to a gay club. I'm gay, so I see occasionally, and not all the time, I do see that out there, but not a lot. But what I do see in Atlanta is a bunch of niggas with tattoos all over their face, neck, body, covered in tattoos. Tough niggas who will kill you dead, who can't even read a liquor. They know how to maneuver through this iPhone, but they can't even read and write. And this is 2018. 2018, and we're dealing with people who are much younger than me, and they can barely read nor write English. But she's talking about something to do with emasculation. I'm trying to figure this out. Where is she talking about? Maybe she doesn't. Has she not ridden through the streets of South Side of Chicago? Does she need to take another ride through Detroit, Philadelphia, Baltimore? Has she not been to Baltimore? Because I've been there. Recently, in the past few years. Baltimore, Miami, does she need to go down there and take a look at this shit with these crazy niggas? See, when you see something like that, then you go out into the real world, it's like, oh my God, where the niggas at with the dresses at? I'd rather, because I was in New York a year ago. And people talking about some Harlem going through gentrification. Yeah, it is, but there's still some rough parts of Harlem I saw with my own two eyeballs. I was walking by like, damn, these niggas still out here. They still here. As we ride the train and subway system through New York, I said, oh my God, these niggas are still running around New York City. They ain't going nowhere. We didn't even make it over to Jersey. Oh, God forbid we go over to New Jersey. What are they talking about? The de-emasculation. Do they not see these crazy niggas running wild in these streets and will kill you dead for no reason at all? I am 48 years of age. I am 6'2". I just got off the scale. I am 270 pounds. I get in these cars. I don't drive around at nighttime in Atlanta. It's very rare I go out at nighttime because I have to really be watching around on nigger patrol because these niggas crazy. On Halloween night, there was a murder that took place in a very nice air part of Atlanta where these niggas got into a shootout up there. And 8, 9 o'clock at night. I don't go. When I come to, I got burglar bars all over this house. You all can't see in this video, but there's a window behind me. There's burglar bars back there. I don't trust these niggas. They deadly and dangerous. This house is lit up like a Christmas tree. I got floodlights all around this house. I turn them on every night. People come back and say, "Oh, it's lit up back here." I said, "You damn right it's lit up." I got cameras all over the place. I lay in bed and look at my little security camera. I can actually see it on my phone because I know these niggas crazy. People kill you for one of these cars parked in this driveway that they can't do shit with. I don't understand what's wrong with us, but we worried about a man wearing a dress. That is the least of my worries. I worry about the niggas carrying these guns who will shoot your ass dead while you trying to get your little groceries out of Kroger's. I went grocery shopping yesterday. I I got to the grocery store at about, I had to go to 2 grocery stores, unfortunately. That was my fault. So I ended up having to go to 2 different grocery stores to get, and I didn't get everything I needed because I had to take care of something. I had to rush back to the house. But I ended up going to 2 different grocery stores. I try to do my grocery shopping during the daytime. I don't like going to Kroger at night because I've had too many incidents that happen where I'm loading the car into my grocery store. And next thing I know, it's some homeless man or some guy standing there next to me, and I didn't even see him walk up. And I'm like, "What the fuck? Where you come from?" They just vanish, just appear. Hey. And so I'm like, okay, because I don't be paying attention. I have my little headphones on, which is stupid on my behalf. So I said, you know what? I need to start getting my gas during the daytime and do my grocery shopping in the daytime. That way I can be home behind these bars at night. I ain't crazy out here. These niggas will kill you. I've had too many friends in the past year who've been robbed and carjacked and shot at and shot because they were heading out to some nightclub. And I always say, when they tell me these stories, I say, well, you do realize that you live in Atlanta. Yeah, but I didn't think that would happen. Mm-hmm. You didn't? Do you not watch the news? That's another thing I've noticed about a lot of black folks in Atlanta. They don't watch the news. Earl sits up in his house, he never watches the news. I said, Earl, did you see the news last night? I don't watch the news. I said, you might want to take a look at it, since you love ripping and running these streets of Atlanta. Keep an eye on what's going on around so you'll know what's going on in your community. We in East Atlanta. It's going through gentrification. $800,000 house right behind this window back here. White folks living back there. 800 expensive houses. And some, and I'm not saying gentrification has its positives and its negatives, but it has cleaned this area up. The home prices are a little bit too outrageous for me right now. I wouldn't buy none of this shit. But hey, too high for me, and I think we're in a housing bubble at this moment. That's one of the reasons I think people need to be careful when buying a house right now, because the housing prices are just too high. Something's not right. So with these housing prices. But although this area is going through gentrification, we still have murders, shootings, carjackings. It ain't safe. It ain't safe out there in the streets. These niggas will kill you. But they're worried about the emasculation. The person who sent me that video, I had to let his ass have it. I said, you new to Atlanta. Let me drive you out to Clayton County, Douglasville. Let me ride you out and show you these niggas, these streets where these niggas live at. You won't be worried about a man in a dress and high heels and skinny jeans. That'd be the least of your damn worries. So, anyway, I just thought that was an interesting little video clip. But I don't know why I think this... My laptop's acting up again. I can see it glitching. Anyway, I'm ready to finish cooking breakfast and go about my day. I saw that video. I thought that was very interesting. I thought, God, these niggas need to stop this shit. Instead of this woman doing shit, black folks need to be more concerned about stuff that has a daily impact on our community. When you are more worried about being carjacked, shot, and killed while putting gas in your gas tank, while loading groceries into your car, or walking into your home and niggas coming in doing a home invasion, that's more important than a man in a high heel and some fucking dress. I don't give a fuck about that shit. If you like my videos, click like, share them with family members and friends. Love to hear y'all's comments and views about this, about the de-emasculation of black men. Give me a fucking break. I ride these streets all day long. All I see is a bunch of ignorant niggas out there with tattoos all over the place, dreadlocks all over the place. I mean, my God, well, I don't see any feminine acting men running around these streets out there. I see a few if I go to a gay nightclub, or if I drive up Peachtree Street going towards Buckhead, and I see some gay hairdressers walking around because their shops up there. Atlanta is filled with black gay men, but you still got a hell of a lot more straight, ignorant niggas living in Atlanta than gay men on any damn day. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, if you like my videos, click like, share them with family members and friends. Today is Saturday, November 3rd, the year 2018. I love being black. It's who I am. But when people say I hate black people, no, I don't hate black people. I don't like ignorant. I do hate ignorant niggas. Yes, I do. But I love intelligent, smart black people who realize what the real problems are and trying to make some attempt to change it. That's what I'm hoping everybody gets out there. Everybody goes out and vote. On November the 2nd, it is November, I'm talking November 2nd, I think I'm at November 6th. November 6th, get out there and vote. It is November 6th, ain't it? Let me look at my calendar. Yeah, November the 6th. I already voted in this election. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with black folks. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on in our communities. I don't know why we seem to be headed down here instead of going up. Something is wrong going on in our community. And it has nothing to do with white folks de-emasculating black men. That ain't the problem. Anyway, I'm out here and enjoy your Saturday.